All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast. Now, the New York Jets find themselves in an all too familiar spot as they will be looking for a new head coach after they made it official and parted with Adam Gase. Now, in 2 years as a head coach of the Jets, Gase was 9-23, and as far as I'm concerned, Gase should have never had the job in the first place. Was not impressed by him during his stint with the Miami Dolphins as their head coach, and still, his greatest claim to fame was being the quarterback's coach for the Denver Broncos when Peyton Manning was there, which really doesn't impress me because there's nothing that Adam Gase could teach Peyton Manning about the game that he didn't know, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was Peyton Manning teaching Adam Gase what to do. Now, the next head coach that the Jets hire will be their seventh different head coach since 2000, so that lets you know why this franchise continues to be inept. From top to bottom, the Jets need structure. They have not had it, and this is why they are bottom feeders. This is why the Jets are consistently drafting early on in the draft. Too much change in key positions such as quarterback, general manager, and head coach. And you need stability in all three if you are going to be able to contend in the NFL. Now, the Jets have plenty of picks coming up in this draft. They have the second overall pick, which is theirs. They also get the first round pick of the Seattle Seahawks, and that is dependent on where the Seahawks finish in the postseason. They also have Seattle's third round pick. But what will they do with it? Because at the end of the day, picks are great, but you have to know what you're doing with those picks in order to make it happen. Then whoever comes in as a new Jets head coach, he has to sit down with general manager Joe Douglas, and they have to decide, is Sam Darnold their guy at quarterback? I mean, so far, the former SC product has really not shown that he can be the guy. He's also had issues staying healthy, so you have to wonder if he's going to be the guy going forward. Or if you bring a new head coach, more than likely, he's probably going to want to draft a quarterback, especially second overall, which means the Jets must find a way to trade Darnold. But, you used the third overall pick for Darnold a couple of years ago. However, it's a situation you're not going to get a first rounder back for Sam Darnold. You just have to accept that at this point in the game. So, if you're ready to move on, you're just ready to move on. One name that you're going to hear about is Kansas City Chiefs offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy. The Jets, if they're going to interview Bieniemy, they need to make it happen this week, being that the Chiefs are on their bye for the postseason. They have that window to get it done. Other than that, I'm not sure which direction they're going to go in, but obviously Joe Douglas is going to bring his guy in. But whoever the Jets hire, it has to be all about the culture change, because we've seen it too often with the Jets. They will draft a piece on offense, but not put players around him on offense, whether it's quarterback, wide receiver, an offensive line, whatever. They'll draft a solid cornerback, but then they'll put a bad front seven in front of him. They'll draft a solid defensive end, but then they'll have a horrible secondary. The Jets can never get it together. And this is why, a good portion of their fan base has never seen this team win a championship. You have to go back to 1968 to find the last time that the Jets won a title. And there's a reason for that. Too many bad decisions and key personnel decisions, and it comes back to consistently bite the Jets in the rear end. Now, for years, it was the New England Patriots that the Jets were looking up at in the division. Right now, it's the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins, and you know that the Patriots at some point are going to get their act together once more. But this is what the Jets have to do. They have to find a way to compete with these teams. You were 2-14 this season, and you very easily could have been 0-16. So I look at it right now. Obviously, most of the guys on this roster will not be there going forward. Whoever the quarterback is going to be in 2021, you need to put playmakers around him. Defensively, the Jets, they traded away a lot of guys. They still have Marcus May back there in the secondary, but you need more structure on this club. I don't know what the Jets are doing at this point. Neither do they, and this is why they are consistently as bad as they are. So this is a very important time for the Jets. I know I say that because, they're starting over again. But if you're the Jets, I'm definitely the Jets fan base, you've got to be at the point you're sick and tired of being sick and tired when it comes to losing. So hopefully for the Jets' sake and hopefully for their fan base, they can get their act together for this upcoming season. But make no mistake about it, there's plenty of work in front of this franchise going forward. Will they get it done? We'll have to just simply wait and see. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take the time out to thank all of the subscribers out there. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it'll be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. You can check it out, drop a line, and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin. Take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.